The biggest moment in tennis history for the younger generation is this one game, and this one man will be playing. He is Loch Louis, number 2 tennis player nationally for the under-16s category. This game could cost him his career if he lost, which he is certain isn't going to happen. All his tennis matches have led him to a moment about to occur in 7 hours' time. The chap beside Loch is his best friend Randy. They both live together in a 2-bedroom apartment with Randy's parents. Randy manages Loch, and is one of the most comforting friends anyone could ask for. The two men now eat breakfast: toast, cereal, and some coffee. Both friends started to play club tennis only when they were 4 years old. But after some time, it became apparent Loch was the better player. So Randy stayed in school and pursued to be a doctor. He still goes to school, but has a part-time job, managing Loch. He took 2 days off to stay with his friend in these crucial times. As the two friends walk through the quiet streets of Rosemary, they head off to a former professional tennis player's house, whose name is Jonathan Gamet. They go there before every match to gather his advice on the opponent they will be playing. Jonathan had to leave the sport due to a severe case of asthma, but before was the number 1 kid to master the sport. As a matter of fact, he has had many games with Loch himself. They need to listen closely to Jonathan, as he is giving away prominent information on Loch's highly skilled opponent. These 3 hours Loch has to go through are going to be the toughest. All the pressure inside him and the fear of loss is something every player has before a game. Loch has won 34 matches, and this is the match, if he wins, will be crowned number 1 nationally in tennis. His forehands are regarded as the best, and always makes the other player finish the game off. It's truly magical to see him play. All he wants in the world right now is for the game to begin, and win the match once and for all. Now they head off to lunch. This is Johnny Wu, a good friend of Loch. Loch normally has lunch with him before a big game, in the back room of his dad's large restaurant. Johnny likes eating with people that he knows will be big in the future, so he could show it to all the customers that enter his restaurant. It is nearly time till the deciding game, and all Loch has to do is wait. Wait for Randy to tell him it's time to go, so they can leave and enter the silent tennis courts of Rosemary. He has got everything prepared on his bed, ready for Loch to say, "It's time to go." Loch is practicing his shots to beat his infamous opponent, Donald Hardin, who is number 1 nationally at tennis. They have never played each other, but after this game, we will know who played who. In these crucial minutes left, Loch has to remember what Jonathan told him about Donald and put that into use during the game. And here he is, the number 1 tennis player, Donald Hardin. Loch looks worried seeing him for the first time, but he knows and will have to win this game, no matter who the opposing player is. Loch is now a man. He is a man who knows tennis, and who is fierce towards his opponent. He cannot let his worries take over him today. Both players now await the referee to tell them it's time to begin the deciding game. The game begins. Match has begun. Playing 3 sets will be Donald Hardin and Loch Louis. And Ronald gets the first point with a delightful backhand. Ronald gets it again, making it 2-0. The first set goes to Donald, using his amazing skills with the racket. Loch really needs a comeback here. Second set, and it's a tie break. Both players are on 6-6. And Loch, with a glamorous comeback, takes the set, 8-6. Tough between the two players, and the third set begins. First point goes to Donald. Second to Loch. Third to Locke. The score is now 5-2. Locke really needs a comeback. A sudden tiebreak, 6-6. Beautifully played by Locke Louis. And now it's 7-6 with Locke serving.